Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of the Cognitive Discourse. I am your host, Joseph Carrasco, and on today's episode, we will be doing another reaction to Libs of TikTok. This is about my fourth time doing it, and over on YouTube, it's been getting a lot of love, so I figured I'd do a fourth one. I also do now have a Rumble account going into 2024. We kind of did it out of necessity, but I'm glad that we made a Rumble account. So if you have a Rumble account, head on over and give us a follow. Rumble has been amazing to us. YouTube has been giving me kind of a headache towards the end of 2023, not just with the Cognitive Discourse, but with my other shows like Basic Ass Dudes and Brutal Block. I've been having issues as far as uploading and keeping my stuff up there. We've been getting hit with blocked videos left and right, and Cognitive Discourse has been filling it just the same. So I made a Rumble account. What I love about Rumble is I can have one account and have everything under that one account, and I can control multiple channels under that one account, which makes everything so much easier. So I will be uploading to YouTube still, but if you want to see all the content that I create that doesn't get blocked, that doesn't get taken down, then head over to Rumble and follow me there. You can find Brutal Block there. You can find Basic Ass Dudes, and you can find the Cognitive Discourse. And I'll be making a few other channels along the way, which I will share with you guys here as I make them. But I have a lot of content in store for 2024. I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of stuff already recorded. Just got to do all the editing. And with this year, me trying to get back to a normal job to be able to support my content creating, things are a little starting off a little rough, but we will continue to make content for you, the viewer. And hopefully, something that I do will pique your interest. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. I have my big old cup of plain tea. That means no sugar. I know down in the South, I'm supposed to say unsweet, but it's plain tea. There's no sugar in it. And I'm ready to dive in to some Libs of TikTok.
Hi everybody, it's your friendly female alter art, and in today's video we will be switching. Me and Alex will be switching out who is in front in this video. Now just as a disclaimer, every system is going to switch differently, and every switch in every system is going to look differently. Just because me and Alex can switch very fast does not mean every alter in our system can switch this fast. Please give us a like because I know we're going to get called fake for this. Alright, here goes.
Because it is. This is mental illness. This has nothing to do with schizophrenia or anything. It doesn't work like that. You can't just you can't just switch. This is one person pretending they're schizo. Do they have mental illness? Absolutely. And if they don't have a mental illness, they're just looking for attention. They're bored. This is a first world problem right here.
Hey everyone, it's Alex from the A System. The reason me and Art can switch so quickly is because we've been in the system the longest. We've both been in the system since early childhood.
So I can do that too. So right now I'm Joseph. I'm gonna be my alter ego, Sly, and we're gonna switch right now. So just watch. Yo, what's up, everyone? My name's Sly. I am a he/him helicopter, and yeah, Joseph is no longer here. Come on, guy.
We have switched tens of thousands of times. Not all the switches in our system are that smooth. For example, the switch between me and Asher is a lot longer than that. Thank you.
Do you want a super?
So his alter egos know each other? Like they know. So what are they doing with? Are they all just kind of like sitting in his brain, just like waiting around? Like, is there a water cooler that they're like hanging out by, telling jokes? And then when it's like roll call, they're like, "Oh, I'm up. Hey, hold that thought. I'll be right back." Like what?
Easy and trick question to exploring gender identity with your kids. Try this. Do you sometimes feel more like a girl or more like a boy, or maybe even both or neither?
So I've covered this in past episodes, past videos, where this whole like, do you feel like this? Do you feel like that? That somehow makes you. Again, I grew up in a time when there were feminine boys and there were masculine girls. That didn't mean that because she was more masculine than the feminine dude, she was a man and he was a girl. Like that's not how that works. Yes, you're gonna have some feminine boys. Yes, you're gonna have some masculine. My daughter, she's 7. She shows masculine traits, but she grew up tough. Like I raised her tough. If she falls, she gets back up. She's into boy stuff, but she also likes to wear cute dresses. She likes the color pink. She's a little girl. She has a brother. Her and her brother like to play with toys that are more boy toys. I don't I don't I don't specifically gender my toys that I give my kids. Whatever my kids like, they like. But at the same time, if my daughter likes something that's a little bit more masculine, or even my son, he's 4, he'll be 5, and he used to follow his sister around wearing one of her purses. That didn't mean I was gonna run and cut his pee-pee off. He knows he's a boy. He'll tell you he's a boy, but he has a big sister that he looks up to. And so when they were playing, he'll grab the purse occasionally and he'll put it on. But it's because he wants to be like his big sister. It has nothing to do with him wanting to be a girl. And I wouldn't hop on that right away and be like, "Oh, he wants to be a girl." No, he grew out of it. He doesn't do it anymore. He used to do it when he was like 3. And now, like I said, he's about to be 5. He doesn't do that anymore. It is what it is. I don't understand these people who want to change their kids so quickly and putting that type of stuff into their brain. Just that's one of the biggest things that I think that's why that community gets so much pushback, is because that type of nonsense is allowed in that community. And the people in that community need to push back and say that this stuff is not okay. You're not part of the community with this crap. Or what? This is what the internet's created, y'all. A bunch of grown children who have gotten too comfortable talking the way that they do without the consequences of what happens when you talk like that.
Hello, my
So much hate and rage in them. So much hate and rage. It's astonishing how the most tolerant group of people are also some of the most miserable, hateful individuals in today's society.
beautiful friends. It's the lesbian Snow White here, aka the pronoun gal. And today I'm going to show you how to use rats, pronouns, and sentences. So let's go. Rats? Like ratatouille? No, these are just neo-pronouns. And I understand how that can be confusing because, you know, you've never heard of them. Rat is
I don't know of anybody who wants to be called a rat. Growing up, rat had a different term for me, and I'm sure for you too. Rat definitely has a different sting to it.
a great person. Rat's smile is so contagious. In fact, I saw Rat make a whole audience smile. I think Rat should be very proud of Rat's self.
Just sitting at work crying because my pronoun pens made somebody feel uncomfortable that they would have to tell somebody their gender and somebody wouldn't just assume it.
Wait, did you say they? Are you assuming their pronoun? Did you ask them their pronoun before you started talking about them? No?
And then I had
Me personally, if you have one of those pins, I actually welcome those pins because it lets me know who not to talk to. I will avoid you like a plague. If you are into pronouns, by all means, wear that on your chest and wear it proudly so I know that when I see that I can go the other way.
to defend myself and my faith because how could I be a Christian and sell pronoun pens? And explained that the pronoun pens, like she, her. It's not because somebody might not know that you are she, her, but that you see the person and you believe in the person. I said I sell pronoun pens so that person who identifies as she, her, but may not feel safe in the dressing room because they were born with a penis, knows that I see them and they are safe here. It's not about you. It's about
It's not a she, her then. You're playing into the delusion. That's why people are calling you on your faith, because you're turning your back on your faith to please individuals and feed into their delusion. That's the problem.
Them, okay?
Hi, I'm Jax, and I just came up with new neopronouns that combine he, him, she, her, and
Jack's short for Jackie.
they, them, okay? So hear me out. They, them, theirs, okay? They, them, their, whatever you want to consider it, right? Let's take the first one, the, okay? This combines she, he, and they, right? They. The. That's what they said, you know? That's what they said. Next, we got them, right? Okay, so them, we got, that's just combining them and him. Them. You know? I went to a movie with him the other night. Last
I like how she is saying all of this stuff like she's schooling us and like she's teaching, when she's saying a whole lot of nothing. Like none of this matters. And the majority of the people who are watching you don't care. If I run into people like this, I'm just going to ask you what your name is. I'm just going to call you by your name. I don't care if it's not your actual birth name or what they call their dead name, whatever. I don't care about what's your name. And if you're this complicated, I'm going to avoid you altogether. But if I need to talk to you about something, then I'm just going to call you by your name and I'm going to try to be as respectful as I can. What I'm not going to do is feed into your delusion, plain and simple. I'm not rude or mean to people out in public. And funny enough, I see these people all over the internet, and I have yet to run into one of these psychos, one of these delusional weirdos in real life. I've yet to run into one. And chances are, if I do, they're not going to be anywhere as bold as they are on the internet. What they're going to do is that they're going to have that interaction with you, and then they're going to go back to their car, pick up their phone, and rage in their car. But they're not going to actually do it publicly.
one, theirs, okay? It's just like theirs, but like also like hers. Theirs. That jacket's theirs. Yes, this just sounds like they, them pronouns, but with the new ultra scientific method, we have them so they've combined he and she as well.
Nothing scientific about it. This is just purely you being difficult, you wanting to be different from everyone else when in reality you guys are all the same. It's all tribalistic, it's looking for attention, and it's stupidity.
Everybody gets you with the, them, theirs today, yeah?
Love this question. So, nesting partner is a term used within non-monogamy to reference a partner that you live with. My favorite thing about that, though, is that it kind of references the fact that I don't subscribe to relationship hierarchies. So my partner, Aaron, is my nesting partner, a partner that I live with. But just because I live with Aaron does not mean that Aaron takes priority over my other relationships.
So essentially, you're using him for financial stability so you guys can live comfortably. Like, why not just live by yourself and be a single female that just likes to date around? Why make it complicated by having a relationship if you're not going to be committed to that relationship? This is another whole lane that I've never understood. I never understood this. If you're not going to be loyal and honest with said partner, why be with them? Just be single, live on your own, and live your lifestyle the way you want to live it. I don't understand this whole like mental gymnastics of this. So I don't know, man. This type of stuff just never. I never understood this. Like I get being single and wanting to do your thing, and oh, Miss Independent Woman, I do what I want. That's fine. But I have a feeling that a lot of these type of relationships, it's not. It's very one sided. I guarantee you. I can't speak on this relationship, but most of these type of relationships, there's always one person in that relationship that cares about the other one a lot more, and they're just going with it because they're either a quote unquote simp or a cuck, or they don't value themselves enough to walk away from these type of people. I don't know. This is another lane that's just really weird to me.
So it actually gives me a term to use that's not a primary partner or anything like that. That makes Aaron sound more important than the other partnerships that I have in my life. So nesting partner.
So yeah, for me, if I was Aaron and you were living with me and you just flat out said that I'm not as important, or nobody takes precedence over the other guy when you're living with me, I'm not more important than any of the other guys you're seeing, then I would tell you to move out. You go stay with one of those other guys then. You figure out who's most important to you and you go stay with that person, because I'm not going to be a fucking doormat, plain and simple.
Partner is a partner that you live with. Can or cannot be a primary partner, but I love to use it because it does.
And
So basically, not to sound like a dick, but you're basically just a closet whore. You want to mess around with as many dudes as possible, but claim no responsibility. You don't want to have any of this. Well, I care about this person or that person more, because you don't want to have to hold yourself accountable for what you're doing. Of course, most dudes are going to be down with this because you're the type of girl that dudes just run through. They're not going to be loyal to you, and they're cool with that. And a lot of bro dudes are going to be like, yeah, whatever. Like, you're going to let me hit it, right? Okay, cool. A lot of them don't want that attachment. But again, there are dudes out there that want relationships, and I feel for Aaron. If he's 100% on board, then I guess so be it. But something tells me that Aaron's getting used, and yeah, I don't know. Again, I don't know. I don't know you guys as a couple, and I haven't seen him or heard him speak. But I have a feeling that a lot of those type of relationships, it's very one sided. And I'm not just saying it's all only women that are the ones that are doing this. They're probably men too, but chances are the women who are pulling this off, the dudes are probably especially if you're living with them, they're probably more into you than you either realize, or that you probably don't even care, but they're probably more into you than you think.
I tried telling her that I'm gonna live as myself. I came out when I was 12. I'm 16 now. It's been 4 years of being trans, and she still never called me my name, never accepted me, never, talks to me like I'm my name and who I am. So I tried telling her how I never felt accepted by her, and she always said that she always accepts me, and she always loved me as me, even though she never did. And then she said, okay.
No, your parent loves you for you. Exactly what you just said. Loves you for you. She accepts who you were born as. She accepts who you are. The issue here is not your parent. The issue is you. You can't accept who you were. You're trying to change who you are because you can't accept who you are. You don't love yourself. That's the issue, not your parents' issue. Your parent created you. Your parent loves you for what and who you are. Let's get it straight. That's the problem with a lot of these people who indoctrinate these children this young. And they'll deny and deny it's not indoctrination, but it is. If you're hanging around a group of people who preach and scream love and acceptance, yet they are trying to change who you are to fit their group, to satisfy the mob, then they aren't loving and accepting. It's all bullshit being fed to you. Because if they truly loved and accepted you for who you are, they wouldn't try to change you. They wouldn't try to give you drugs and chop off body parts and make life altering decisions when your brain hasn't fully developed. They wouldn't be pushing that type of stuff on you as a child. I hope at some point you grow old enough to realize that your parents do love you and they accept you for who you are. All this crying and all of this negative bullshit that you are bringing into your life is being manifested by your own delusions and own ignorance. I pray that you wake up, and I hope that you don't do anything drastically like life altering that changes something that you can't fix. By the way, if you can hear my dog licking himself in the background, I'm sorry. He's old. He's an old man and he gets dry mouth.
Hey, you can be who you are, but I'm not gonna let my 7-year-old son get exposed to gender ideology, which is the most insane sentence I've ever heard in my life.
It's not insane. I don't want my kids around that either. I have a 7-year-old and she's going to be 8 soon and my son's going to be 5 soon. And I don't want them around that stuff. My daughter understands she's a girl and my son understands he's a boy. I'm not going to let somebody like you around my children and discuss that type of stuff around my kids. Now, let's not get it twisted. If you're a trans person, I'm not going to say you can't be around my children. What I'm not going to allow is you to talk about this crap in front of my children. I'm not going to allow you to confuse them. You be who you want to be, but don't get upset when parents like myself don't allow you to push your views on my children. Don't get upset when I don't play into your delusions. Because at the end of the day, if you were born a woman and you dress like a man, you're a woman playing cosplay. If you were born a man and you're dressing up as a woman, you are a man playing cosplay as a woman. Plain and simple. Again, you're not wrong if you want to do that. I don't hate you for doing that. If you're an adult, do you, boo boo. What I won't allow is for you to push that on children and say this is the way it needs to be. That's not going to happen.
Because gender ideology to her is just me being myself, and me being Augustus, and me being he, him pronouns and things. And we had a whole argument over that, and I told her I'm going to be myself no matter what, and I'm going to tell him no matter what, even if she doesn't like it, I'm going to do it. And it ended by me getting in another car in a random parking lot and walking away, and her following me in the car and screaming at me.
If you ever come in,
I mean, it is what it is. Again, you're creating the drama. If you want to pretend to be a girl, that's fine. But again, you don't need to push it on everybody else. Not everybody is going to feed into your delusion. And I know I keep repeating myself, but again, that doesn't make and that also I hate when people say that that's transphobic. We're not afraid of you. It's not a fear. It's us saying no, we're not playing along. That's not fear.
here again with a goddamn opinion, I will shove it so far up your ass, you'll never see the light of day again.
This is another one that always makes me laugh. These trans dudes get very bold and very combative, very aggressive on the internet. I've yet to see any of these dude ladies do that in real life. And it's not very ladylike to begin with. Women don't act that way, but men do. I always find that hilarious. I saw one a while back, and I'm sure we'll stumble upon it at some point, but of a dude lady talking about he's arming himself and he dares you to say something to him when he goes into a female's bathroom and basically threatening violence. And yeah, I find that interesting. I find it interesting that people like that can get away with talking that way, especially on social platforms, and they don't get in trouble. They're allowed to post that. You know, a lot of the people that I hang around with, we just live by that motto of FAFO. If you know, you know.
Hi, I'm Cody. I primarily go by E, M, or Z as pronouns, but I'm comfortable being referred to using any neo-pronouns that are not Z here. And a little bit about who I am. I am a white, transmasculine, femme, non-binary, disabled, neurodivergent, obsessive-compulsive, chronically ill, Unitarian Universalist.
You're none of this. If you have to read it, you're none of this. This is the second time I've seen somebody like this. There's another lady that I saw, I think in one of my other videos. She did the exact same thing. She was reading off of a computer screen. This one looks like they're reading off of either their phone or off a piece of paper. If you have to read what you are, you're none of that stuff. I'm sorry. Plain and simple. You're none of that. You are an attention seeker. That's what you are.
Raised Jewish, non-monogamous, demi-low romantic, gray demi-bisexual, survivor of acute and complex trauma, millennial, and cat parent in mental health.
Cool. Now break all of that down. I want you to define every single one of those things. Don't look it up. Do not look it up. Right then and there, I would, if I was talking to that person in person, I'd be like, define. Let's go down the list. Define every single one of those things without looking them up. because chances are you can't. You're making up shit. You're trying to look for attention. You're being as complicated as you possibly can be. So normal folks like myself cannot follow what you're saying. And so that way we're going to slip up because we can't follow that nonsense. We're going to slip up, and it gives you the ammunition that you need to then turn around and label me something that I'm not. This is exactly why you asshats get pushback. Exactly why. This is why people like me get frustrated with people like you. This is why people like me don't want to deal with people like you, and why I say we don't play into your delusions. That's exactly why. You make it so difficult for normal people to follow. Now imagine we have to know that about you. And if you have friends that are like you and they're all wanting to be different, now I have to learn. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. No one's going to want to be friends with you, plain and simple.
I have a serious fucking question, okay? What about this outfit and this person screams woman?
Your facial structure, your voice, the hair, the body type, the fact that you don't have broad shoulders like a man would, the fact that your pelvis is different than a male's pelvis. Again, you just look like a chick wearing baggy clothes. That doesn't look like a guy's outfit at all. I have chick friends that dress like that. In high school, I knew a lot of girls that dress like that. They were girls. They knew they were girls, and they wouldn't tell you that I'm a man. Look at the way I'm dressed. I mean, I still applaud you for not going like the butch lesbian route. The ones that throw the flannel shirts on, and you know what I'm talking about. The ones that dress like what they think a male is supposed to look like. So bravo for that. But I mean, the fact that you look like a female, you sound like a female. I mean, you're just wearing baggy clothes.
How do I keep getting this gendered?
No, we're not doing credit. You're gonna give me my fucking money back.
Excuse me, sir. There's a young man in here.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
This is a classic one. And again, dude's getting mad that everyone's misgendering him, yet he's acting like a dude right now. He's not acting like a female at all. Not with that deep ass voice, not with the bucking up. And then again, you're getting aggressive with an actual female. If I was in that store and you struck that female, I would take my day out on you, because again, you are a dude. Just because you're dressed like a female doesn't mean you can take it out on a natural born female and think that you're now all of a sudden you're on the same level as her. You're still a dude.
I can call the police if you'd like me to. You need to settle down.
You need to settle down and mind your business, okay?
Both of you guys?
Ma'am, once again, ma'am.
I said both of you.
No, you said sir. Once again, it's ma'am.
I actually said both of you guys. It was a general.
Right beforehand, you fucking said sir.
Sir? Okay.
Sounds pretty manly to me.
Motherfucker, take it outside.
Motherfucker. And then you want him to go outside. Again, females don't act this way.
You want to call me sir again? I will show you a fucking sir.
I apologize.
Motherfucker.
I apologize now.
Grown men throwing childlike tantrums.
I need your corporate number, because I'm going to call them and talk about how it was misgendered several times in this store.
I apologize.
Oh, I would love to hear that phone call too, because I guarantee you that phone call, he's going to get called sir a few times, because there's nothing about his voice that is feminine at all. Yo, bro, they're calling me a sir in the fucking store. Like, bro, calm down. I could see why they called you sir. You sound like a sir, even over the phone.
I need your corporate number now.
All right, bro.
Get it for me now.
I'm going to ask you to calm down and stop cussing.
Give me your corporate number. Well, I'm going to ask you for the 5th time to stop calling me a man, because quite clearly I am not.
The funniest thing about this, man, is that I used to work for Target, and I worked at Target during the height of the pandemic. Funny enough, I don't know if I've told this story or not before, but funny enough, when I worked there, I used to get called ma'am a lot when I worked there. When I have my quote unquote, customer service voice, I would always kind of go a couple octaves higher, and I got called ma'am a few times, especially when they had their back towards me. And so I would basically, this is how it would always go. So I would see somebody, hey, how you doing? Are you finding everything all right? And because I take a lot of the low end out of my voice, I don't have that. I don't think I have that deep of a voice to begin with. Only when I'm talking real sensually and I put it on. But on my normal voice, it's low, but it's not super low. Well, when I talk in my customer service voice, I tend to take a lot of the low end out as I'm projecting my voice. And so when I'm a lot louder, when I'm projecting my voice, that low end tends to kind of fall at wayside. So it goes a little bit higher. It's a little bit happier, a little bit, hey, how you doing? I've been called man before. I know I'm not a female. I identify as a male because that's what the fuck I am. I never got upset because somebody misgendered me. These people are unhinged. These people are not comfortable with who they are. This is why it's such a big problem. And the funny thing is that I would have people who had their backs turned towards me who would say, "No, I'm okay, ma'am." And they turn around and they'd see that, I'm 6'1". At the time, I was like 260 pounds. I was a chonkers, but I was a big boy. And when they'd see me, they look at me, "Oh, my bad." Like, "Oh, no, 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 no problem. Not an issue. Can I help you with something? Is there anything you need?" I never got upset about it. People make mistakes. And again, in a world where you don't know who's what anymore and you don't know, we have to walk on eggshells, mistakes are going to be made. But the problem is that these people, that's what they want. They want to be able to get upset. They want to make a fuss. They want the drama. They want to hurt people. And when I say hurt people, I don't necessarily mean physically. They want to hurt anybody who doesn't play along, whether it's financially, mentally, whatever it needs to be. They will go after not just you, they'll go after your livelihood. And that's the problem. That's a huge issue. It's one of the reasons why I don't work for Target anymore. Granted, there was a lot of other things that I won't speak on right now about it, but one of the main reasons that played into that, on top of that, was a lot of the meetings that we were having was playing into a lot of this woke bullshit, and I didn't want to play ball. And so it was better for me to just leave a company that is completely into the woke shit. I'm not into it, and it was just better for me and them to part ways.
I'm sorry for that, ma'am. I will get you that number. Is that okay?
Yes, get it for me now.
I'm asking you to stop
Get it
cussing.
for me now. I'm not cussing. I'm not cussing.
Okay.
Get me the damn numbers now, please.
Funny enough, had this dude not got super pissed off and not thrown this tantrum, things could have went a little bit differently. Had he just specified, "Sorry, hey man, I'm a man." Even if the guy continues to do it, just brush it off. You getting upset, all that's going to do is make that dude turn into a troll. You're going to have a real life troll in your hands where they're just going to, like, I know I would keep calling you sir just because you're flipping out the way you are. You're acting like a child. So I would continue to call you sir, because what are you going to do? Like, the dude works at GameStop. And if I worked at GameStop, I wouldn't care losing that job. And if you really want to throw hands, then by all means. But understand that I'm not going to be the aggressor. I will defend myself. And in that case, it's not going to look good for you, because you are the aggressor. We have it on camera. And when the cops show up, it's not going to play in your favor. These type of people need to learn to just pull it back. Not everybody plays ball with you. There's no need to get upset about it. Fucking move on. Again, if you were confident in who you are and you loved who you were, this type of stuff wouldn't fucking bother you. You made it worse by flipping out. Learn to stay calm in situations like this.
Ma'am, I apologize. I apologize, ma'am. I will get you that number.
See, again, why is he freaking out? Now the dude is calling him ma'am. He's been calling him ma'am since he's been asking for the corporate number. Yet he's still upset. What are you upset about? He said, "Ma'am, calm down. I will get you the number." What's the issue now? Again, these people just want to be mad. They're miserable. They have miserable lives, and so they want to bring everybody else down with their misery.
Right now.
No, you're just gonna keep bumping your gums. You're just gonna keep bumping your gums and disrespecting trans people in this store, which I plan on telling the entire LGBTQ community. You're going to lose money.
Cool. The less of you psychos in the store, the better. Not only for the people working there, but customers like myself, I don't want my kids around this bullshit. I don't want my kids seeing some unhinged dude losing his fucking mind. So the less of you guys walking in the store acting this way, the better for society, man. The better for the store, the better for me as a customer.
Over this.
Be mindful of other people and stop being a fucking scumbag, and you're a liar. I heard you. Stop fucking gaslighting trans people. Wait, what?
Stop making it about me, 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 me. Get your fucking food and leave. Just get your food and leave. This whole thing about trans people being attacked, this is exactly what the issue is. You guys make such a big fucking deal. You're drama queens about everything. So when you get smacked the fuck up, it's your fault. Has nothing to do with the trans community. Has nothing to do with the dude being a transphobe. It's you running your fucking mouth and not letting shit go and just going about your fucking day. Get your food and get the fuck out. No one gives a fuck about who you are, what's between your legs, and what you identify as. Get your shit and get the fuck on. I'm going into Popeyes to get some fucking chicken. If I misgender you, all fucking well. Move on. Quit acting like a goddamn dude if you want to be classified as a female, and quit trying to fight other fucking dudes.
Did you call me sir again? What was that? You said goodnight, sir? Alex, I'm gonna be talking to corporate about you, you motherfucker. Fuck you. Okay? That's bullshit. You don't fucking harass trans people at work. Yeah, you did, and I'm walking out of your...
All right, buddy, you made your point. Just fucking move on.
You're like, have a good night, sir? What the fuck is that? No, you don't fucking do this to trans people. This is discrimination. No, this is discrimination. I'm fucking done with it.
You're done, yet you're still there fucking yelling. Dude, these people don't get paid enough for your bullshit. Just fucking get your food and go. You don't like it, don't be a customer there no more. Simple as that.
You called me sir, and you're talking shit calling me sir on the way. This is transphobic harassment. You're a fucking bigot at work. All right.
I love how he's throwing the word harassment around while he's actually harassing employees. Like, okay, you got misgendered. Move on. You're just making it worse. And now you have become the harasser.
Alex, you know what? I can't wait to just... He admits twice calling me sir. It's a slur. Do you not understand?
I never said sir.
It's like if you...
It's not a slur. Just like hate speech doesn't exist.
You call the person that called the N-word. And I'm going to hold you accountable.
Bro, misgendering you is not at the same level as calling somebody the N-word. Again, delusion.
Cis people need to be held accountable for how they treat...
So, let me get this straight. Misgendering somebody is considered as bad as the N-word. Yet you can freely call somebody a cis, whatever. Cis male, cis female. No, I'm just a male. Don't call me a cis. This is what annoys me about these people. They make the rules and they love to call you out when you don't follow those rules, yet they don't follow the same rules that they set in place for everyone else. They don't see their own hypocrisies.
Trans people, and I'm not gonna put up with this shit anymore.
You're crazy, bro.
You're fucking... Don't call me fucking bro!
Nah, you're crazy, bro. And just for the record, most of the time when you call somebody bro, I have plenty of guy friends that call female bro as well. So that has nothing to do with your gender. Bros are bros, man. Whether you're guy or girl.
Stop fucking throwing slurs at me, you fucking piece of shit!
Says the one that called somebody a cis male. I would put, if you're going to consider me misgendering you as a slur, then I'm going to consider you calling me a cis male a slur. I'm just a male.
No, fuck you! I ain't your sis, I ain't your fucking bro! You don't even fucking know me!
Well, there you have it, folks. Another wild ride of Libs of TikTok. Now, this one was a little bit crazier. We dealt with mostly trans in this one. And again, it was a lot of dudes just being dudes, being aggressive, and having that testosterone run through their veins. Nothing ladylike about that whatsoever. I mean, even the ladies that were claiming to be men were more tame in their reactions, which says a lot. Again, females naturally aren't that aggressive like men are. Speaks volumes, don't you think? But anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this video with me. I will definitely do more if you guys enjoy this. I also have some more coming out with some other YouTube reactions of outside the libs of TikTok. I like doing these. I like talking this type of stuff and giving my opinion. And I love seeing y'all's reactions to it and seeing if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. It's all fun and love. So if you agree with me, disagree with me, whatever it may be, let me know down in the comments. And let's have a conversation down in the comments. If you like this video, share it with like-minded people. Share it with your lib friends. I don't care. Share it. They bring the hate. It is what it is. Give me a share. Give me a follow. Like I said, I am going to be uploading a lot more to Rumble. So if you have a Rumble account, definitely check it out. If you're not seeing something on the YouTube end for a while, then head on over to Rumble. Again, I may just be getting blocked or censored over in YouTube. And so I'll be uploading more to Rumble. And that's across the board with everything I'm doing. So if you don't see me active for any given amount of time on YouTube, then check out Rumble, and you might find videos there. If there's no videos there, then that just means that I'm busy in my personal life, and trying to juggle all this stuff is it's a lot, because not only do I film this stuff, but I edit everything. I write a lot of the background music to a lot of these videos as well. So if you're hearing music in the background, I know the intro music to the Cognitive Discourse, I'm playing all those instruments. So it's a lot to do, and you know, I'm slowly trying to get to where everything that I do content creation wise is 100% me, as far as the editing, the writing of the background music, all the content creation, the writing behind it, all that stuff. I'm just like basically a one-man operation. So bear with me. I'm looking forward to 2024 being a better year for me. I'm battling a lot of, you know, copyright issues with Brutal Block, with the streaming service, with Spotify and all that stuff. They're not allowing us to upload, even though I'm getting permission from a lot of the bands. The way that I create that show, I'm getting hit with copyright strikes. Even though the bands are giving me permission, it would be a lot easier if I did just WAV files. But because I upload it to Rumble and because I upload it to YouTube, I try to make it an actual show, like a Headbangers Ball, you know, where we're showing the actual music videos and stuff. And because of that, I'm pulling them off of YouTube, a lot of them, and I'm using it that way. So I'm getting copyright hit for that type of stuff. So it's making it very difficult for me to stream the audio only versions on Super Cool Radio. YouTube is also clamping down on that as well. So Rumble is kind of my home for Brutal Block at the moment. And like I said, a lot of I just did a Basic Ass Dudes episode where we talked wrestling, and a lot of WWE does not like my wrestling content at all. Mind you, I pull a lot of that stuff from other YouTube creators. I pull a lot of the footage and stuff that I use, yet WWE still takes it down. So YouTube is not really a home for Basic Ass Dudes when we talk about wrestling. I've moved that over to Rumble. So if you're a wrestling fan and you want to check out some wrestling content, then head on over to Rumble. Look up Basic Ass Dudes, and we talk wrestling. I have 2 episodes out right now with the awesome Matthew Thomas of Super Cool Radio. The first one, we talk about wrestling. What's the first one? I think it's wrestling. Our favorite wrestlers. We talk about it. I think it's our favorite wrestlers. And then the second one that we just dropped is we talk our favorite wrestling finishers. And me and Matthew have talked about future episodes. We have a lot more planned on that. And then I have a couple other friends that want to do Basic Ass Dudes with me as well, where we talk about other things. So hopefully I can upload more to YouTube. But if you are a fan of the wrestling stuff when it comes to Basic Ass Dudes, look for it on Rumble. I don't think I'm going to upload to YouTube much anymore when it comes to the wrestling stuff, because I've already tried twice. And the second episode stayed on for almost a week, about 4 or 5 days, and then it just got blocked here today, as while I'm recording this. So probably not going to upload the wrestling ones to YouTube anymore. Probably will be a Rumble exclusive. So yeah, man, check out Basic Ass Dudes, check out Brutal Block, check out more of the Cognitive Discourse, all that fun stuff over on Rumble. If you're subscribed on YouTube, I thank you. And like I said, I'll try to stay as active as I possibly can over there. Also, check out my band Among War. We're on Spotify. I do have a YouTube channel. Now, that is the one channel where I can upload stuff because it's all original stuff. It's original music. I don't get flagged for that type of stuff. So if you want to hear my music, if you want to see me play music, if you want to hear a lot of the background music that I use, especially now in 2024, a lot of the background music that I use on Brutal Block, I have videos on my YouTube for Among War, me playing those instrumentals for you, so you can see a playthrough of those songs and you can hear it in its entirety without me talking over it. Great thing about that is I just got in contact with my old vocalist from Among War. Among War used to be a band before it became a solo thing, and he's heard those particular instrumentals and he is loving them. So we are in the process of writing vocal parts for those. We have vocals done for one of the songs, and I'm helping him organize it so he can be the vocalist. And we had a meeting, if you will, talking about it, and he is looking forward to trying to become part of Among War again. So our plan is to write the vocal parts, and once we have, I have almost an album's worth of stuff. Once we have that ready to go, I'm looking to just hire a guitar player and hire a drummer so we can do a couple live shows, and I can get my live playing in, because I do miss the stage. So we have a lot of things planned for 2024, man. And I hope you guys are excited and willing to find something that I make and follow and support that. I also have t-shirt lines that I'm trying to build. So if you want to support the channel, support me and all my endeavors, then check out down in the description. I will have links to some brands. And right now I'm using Teespring to do all of that stuff. I think it's now called Spring. But my goal is to eventually start making the t-shirts myself. So I have the designs. I'm using them right now because I don't really have the space where I live. We're trying to move to a bigger place. It's another reason why I had to go back to work, and especially in this economy. But we're looking to buy some t-shirt machines and t-shirt press so I can start making the t-shirts myself, so I can sell directly to you guys instead of having to go through another company and have to worry about their quality control. I can make sure that I'm taking care of the quality control 100% right here at home before I send them out to you lovely people who order. But if you want to help in that endeavor and help us get there a little bit quicker, then check out the links down in the description and buy a t-shirt, buy a mug, buy a hoodie, and that money will be going back into growing not only this channel, but growing Brutal Block, growing Basic Ass Dudes, growing the brand itself. And I have a lot of plans, man. I have a lot of ideas, a lot of plans. The only thing that's holding me back right now is finances. So once we get to that point, definitely you will start seeing some changes. And I want to be able to give back to you guys as well. I want to be able to do that. So the love and the support that I've been getting for this 3 years that I've been doing this type of stuff has been phenomenal. I've been watching the community grow slowly, and I'm loving it, man. I love that I'm not growing fast. I love that it's a steady climb. That gives me hope that we can be doing this for a long time. So any love that you can give me, whether it be financial help with buying a product that I sell, or just sharing this video, liking this video, commenting on this video, all that stuff is free. Sharing, commenting, subscribing, following, and it means so much because it helps bounce us into the algorithm. And my Facebook has been growing like crazy too. I'm almost there to where I can start accepting stars. I can't monetize right now because the Facebook overlords definitely didn't like some of the stuff that I posted on my business account, so I had to kind of pull back from that and definitely just be more professional, if you will, and bite my tongue on certain things so I can start accepting stars. But yeah, man, I really do appreciate all you guys. Thank you for watching. If you're still here, we're almost an hour in. I really do appreciate you guys. I appreciate any and all support across all my channels. You guys are awesome. Like I said, I've hit a few speed bumps going into the beginning of this year as far as how social media wants to control my content, but I'm hoping that we can push through. And if you guys have any ideas of how I could turn this into an actual job, then by all means let me know. Like I said, I do this shit for fun. I started doing this originally because I wanted to learn more about editing, and I wanted to learn the behind the scenes craft of how to make all of this stuff. And I've learned a lot in 3 years, and the fact that I'm doing all of this stuff by myself, I have a lot of pride in that. And eventually, if it comes down to it, I'd love to be able to hire a team so I can make even more content. Because like I said, I have tons of ideas. I have a lot of stuff on my computer that's just not edited. So there's plenty of content there. It's just trying to get there. So I'm slow and steady, and I'm okay with that. But again, thank you for the support, and I will see you guys next time. So with that being said, enjoy your day. Have a safe weekend, and I'll see you here on the next video. Take care.